Hello, my name is Sean Harrington and welcome to my short video tutorial on Fantasy Premier League. I'm just going to run through what we're going to go through in this lesson. First part I'm going to show you how to build your team. Second part I'm going to show you how to conduct transfers, and third I'll briefly run through the scoring and the rules. So we'll get started after you set up your account and register and log in. Here's your page. You're going to go to your page, Fantasy Premier League page. And here is my team. When you're selecting a team at the start, you can just click autocomplete and it'll give you your 15 players you have to pick on a budget of 100 million. Now 100 million pounds might sound like a lot, but if you look at these players here on their information, you'll see this guy's worth 5.9 million and you have to pick 15, so it's not as easy as some people might think. Anyway, picking your team, here's my team. You have 5 defenders, 5 midfielders and 4 guys up front. Sorry, 3 guys up front, but as you can see I don't have 4 defenders here, as 2 of them are on the bench, are my substitutes. So if I want to make a change, I'll simply just drag and drop. So maybe I'll put in an extra midfielder instead of one of these forwards. So I'll take off this guy Giroud, and there you go. I now have a 3-5-2 formation with 2 up front and 5 midfielders. When picking your team, it is important to check the fixtures and who your players, what teams they're playing against. This guy, Lukaku up front for example, his next game is against Crystal Palace and he's at home, which is an advantage. And if I go up here to the Premier League table, I will see that Crystal Palace are actually doing okay and they're in good form. They have 22 points, they're 7th, 8th in the table, so he mightn't score much goals against them. Whereas this guy Vardy, he's playing against Swansea. And if I check up here, Swansea aren't doing so great, so maybe he's going to score some goals, so I'll leave him on. And picking your captain is very important because your captain is going to score double points for you. As you can see, Lukaku is my captain, so I'm going to change this to this guy Vardy. Now any points he scores are going to be doubled for my final score for the week. Now that you've seen how to build your team, we're going to move on to part 2, which is transfers. Up the top here you'll see a navigation bar. You click on, if you want to click on points, it'll give you your points from the last week. In this case I scored 76 points. There's my team and the points they scored. You can see Bellerin, Coleman, he scored. You can see the 3 goals, so he got minus a point. I'll show you about the scoring in a minute. He got 1 assist, which means he passed the ball to a player who scored a goal. He created a goal. He got 3 points for that. So if a player isn't going so well, like here, this guy Walters, he only got 2 points for me. So I might want to transfer him out, or maybe the player is injured. You can see if a player is injured here by the information beside their name. Over here is a list of the players I can sign, all the players in the league. They're sorted here by their total score, and then you have their price in millions beside them. If you see this guy Gomez, his information is yellow, which means he's injured or some problem. This guy here, Payet, is red, which means he's out for a long time. If you click on his information, you'll see he has an ankle injury and he won't be playing until the 27th of February. It's now November, so I won't be signing that guy. So I want to settle this, my buddy here, Walters. So I'm just going to click X, get him out of my team, and I need to sign a midfielder. So I can view up here, I can drop down menu, I can filter the players. I'll filter the midfielders. And my budget is 7.2. That's what I've left to my account, so I'll just filter to players 7.3. That's within my budget. Now I can also filter under statistics, like how many yellow cards he's received, how many goals he's conceded, how many goals he's scored. I'm going to go by his total score. So this filters here the players available to me. Mahrez, I can't sign him as I already have him, so I'll try that, and it tells me Mahrez has already been chosen. So this guy Ayew, he's in my budget, I'll sign him. There you go. And then you click on make the transfers and then he's in your team. Now that you've seen how to build your team, how to conduct transfers, I'm going to just briefly run over the scoring and the rules with you. Sorry about this. Just minimize that. And here we go. If you click up here on help, it'll give you all the information. Any questions you have, it'll answer them. Frequently asked questions, here you go. Here's a full list of tips managing your team. How do I make changes? So I'm going to click up here on the rules. Here it gives you all the rules, and if you click down here on scoring, it's important to know this. It gives you how players score points, and that's the whole concept of the game, is getting the most points. So up here you see, for example, a forward scores 4 points. If he scores a goal, for each assist he gets in a goal, that's creating a goal, he gets 3 points. Equally, players can lose points. If they miss a penalty, 2 points. If they get a red card, which means they get sent off, they get -3 points. So you don't want any players getting sent off, and preferably you want players scoring a lot of goals. Here in this navigation bar you have the Scout. This is a very good aid in helping you decide your team and who you're going to pick. Sorry, my internet connection is a bit slow here. The Scout runs through players who are on form, and it gives you an indication of who to sign and who not to sign. If you look down here, they have ones to watch, and they're usually pretty accurate. Like they say this guy Aaron Creswell from West Ham, and they give you a reason for signing him. But it's just a good indicator of what players are doing well and what players aren't. So that's the end of the lesson. Now that you know how to make changes to your team and transfers, and a brief run over of the scoring, how to score points, I'm going to ask you to please leave any comments or questions in the comment box below. I'll try and answer them as soon as possible, and any feedback or recommendation you have on how to improve this lesson would be greatly appreciated. And thanks for watching. I hope this helps.